What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a variety streamer, and welcome to the Monday Lift. It's Monday. How we doing, folks? What is up, everyone? We got Gaston, we got PT, hello, we got White Moon. Sorry about deleting your comment. It was a total accident. J, Bell, Lash, Tabs for 8 minutes. Tiger, you are entitled to a nibble. Chris, hello, good morning. Jester, hello, and Andy, welcome back. How we doing, friends? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, indeed. We are going to get started. Guess what? Guess what? It's DELOAD week. It's DELOAD week. That means we're going to try to stay fresh. We're going to try to keep it easy. I'm going to use some of this sweet powder. I see you survived the fair. I did. I didn't post all of my pictures to the Discord, and I meant to. So maybe I should tag on. Maybe I should tag some of those in there because we had a good time. We had a good time. I traveled back in time. Yes, I went to Renfest. It was, oh my gosh. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I had been wanting to go for so long and never, actually been able to make the trip out there. And so the fact that I was able to go is just lovely. Should be going October 1st. It's going to be a banger of a weekend. I can't remember what the theme is that weekend, Jester. But I'm sure it's rad. I'm sure it's rad. How was the big meet? The big meet was intimidating. I tell you what. I tell you what. I'm still driving because we stopped at a KOA and spent the night. I'm glad you stopped and spent the night. Driving through the night is no good. Absolutely no good. Brian Beretta, welcome back. How you doing? Naming people, and I thought there was a person named you were entitled to a nibble. There's got to be someone out there. There's got to be someone out there that has it as a Twitch username. I think it's chocolate. Sure. Wait a minute. Oh no. I forgot to set up my, stop it. Stop telling me there's an update. I don't care about your update right now. I'm busy. No. Hang on. Forgot to do the Spotify thing. Chocolate, like sweet endings. Oh, that's right. There's going to be a bunch of desserts. I remember now. Yeah, Jester, that's correct. Can I bother you with an important topic for just a moment? Trying to explain to a friend how it's condescending to call someone's endeavors a little business or how it's like calling a female. Oh, I would agree. Yeah.
Oh, you got me.
No, the impact matters. Hey, what is up, Raiders? Oh my gosh, hello. How we doing, Zachbot? Zachbot, you bringing your community over here again? I'm so honored. I'm so honored. What is up? What is up? Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a variety streamer, and we are just getting started today, but welcome in. Dips, welcome back. Professor Geek, what is up? How are your lifts going, my friend? Especially when the driver hasn't slept well since before we got the truck. Yes. You got to take breaks. I'm still dying at your dream. Even in your dream, even in your dreams, you fail to advocate for yourself. Is basically what happened. Did the New York Ren Fair a couple weeks ago. First time travelers weekend. Ooh, I thought about doing Star Trek for the weekend, and just potentially just being Chief Miles O'Brien. Level up, welcome in. I'm doing great today. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Welcome in, Zachbot. Welcome back. How was the lift today, my dude? Had my first physical therapy appointment this Thursday. Excellent. So you're on your way up. You're on your way to recovery. That's excellent. That's beautiful. Oh, we still got to type in the routine. We still got to type our route in. We are on DELOAD. That means technique. I'm going to try to not call it a DELOAD week. I'm going to try to call it a technique week. Technique week. Just finish off some chest so you got a solid workout planned. Ooh, this is actually not today's workout. I usually try to update it beforehand so people can get the idea of what it really is. We're taking it a little bit easier today. So we are, okay, so we're going to do a 3 by 4 by 225. Oh no. Go on. I didn't do the thing. Dips, I'm doing great. I ended up having to sleep in a little bit because I got up to run, and it was raining. And I will run in the rain, but I will not run in dark rain. I will avoid that if I can. So we're going to do a 3 by 4 by 165 on bench press. So for a deload, we're dropping back the intensity and the volume. We'll hit 20 pounds in the rear delt raise. We're just going to cut back on volume there. Got a wide goblet squat with 40 pounds. And we're going to do everything in 3 sets on these. DB, shoulder, press, shoulder. That's going to be with the 40s. A barbell curl with just 45 pounds. Woo! Big advocate for physical therapy. Yeah, Gaston's been doing so much better this week. Ew, deload. Deload sounds naughty. It does sound a little bit naughty, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I'm working in this morning at like 5. Felt like a good pump today. Tabs, I'm glad you got it in. I'm so proud of you for getting up on a Monday. Holy hell. That is, excuse me. That is praiseworthy. To what you were saying, Tabs, I 100% agree with you. Like, even if it's not something to, you know, like end a friendship over, I think like someone should be open to the feedback that the way that their words are impacting you is important, right? Yeah, I have had a couple of people be like, "Oh, your little streaming thing," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, you know, it's just like 20 hours a week of my life. Like, yeah, that's little. That's fine." Carrie, have a great lurk. Thank you so much for being here. I may have had a 3-hour dance party in my room last night. A lot of emotion to process, and also celebrating that I can actually dance again. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you, Gaston. I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad you're feeling better. We're gonna get some lateral raises. I'll probably do those with a band. We'll do some CC, captain's chair leg lifts, and yeah, I'll just type that out. Captain's chair leg lift. And then we will do some press outs. I was falling asleep when I made this. And that's it. That's the routine today. So we're going to get started on warm-ups here in just a moment. A lot going on this week. Got to get it where you can. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! If you're consistently finding that it's hard to get enough sleep, then like you shouldn't always get up at 5 a.m. for a workout, because like sleep is really important, especially if you're trying to get gains. But once in a while, it's okay to just like pack it in that way, right? Rain blackened by gathering in its fall particles of smoke, black fungus spores. I have never heard that phrase before. But like rain in the dark is no good for running. Like I will run in the dark. I will run in rain. I will not run in the rain in the dark unless it's like an actual race, you know? Trying to educate, not friendship ending. Feel like I lack in explaining things sometimes. I can get defensive. And you know, like maybe that's something that you can kind of take for yourself, right? Like if you're noticing that and it feels like it's something that's impacting your relationships, there's nothing wrong with wanting to change that about yourself. Ain't nothing wrong at all. Moon, I'm sorry you got strep. I'm sorry you got strep. Oh no, level up here, okay. Yeah, no, we were just talking about this morning's run. Will you walk in the dark? Will you walk in the dark, Rain? Oh sure. I've had many a night where I've had no choice. You have a few drinks. You need to get home. You gotta do a little bit of walking. Sometimes you gotta do a bit of walking in the rain. So yeah, I installed the new lights, and they seem to be working pretty well. Of course, Tabs. And you know, whatever I say, like, you can take it with a grain of salt, right? Like, I have my interactions with you, and you're gonna know yourself better than anyone, right? There we go. That's a little better. Been awake for over 12 hours. Might be a bit slow today. Oh, Tiger, it's really okay. I appreciate your presence, and whatever that means for you in terms of engagement, I totally understand, and I support you, buddy. I'm sorry that maybe you haven't gotten some great sleep. Sounds like that's the trigger there. But yeah, I really tried to prioritize sleep this weekend, and I'm glad I did. So I'm feeling a lot better. I had to delay my run. So at 8:30, I think, 8:30, did a 5-mile run. And so this is definitely going to be a little bit tough to get these squats in and keep them heavy. 9 hours of sleep. Oh my gosh. The dream. How was the Ren Fair? The Ren Fair was great. I got to see the Highland Games, which is really just like big dudes throwing stuff. but I do love watching big dudes throw stuff. So, ooh. Apparently, if you go on a Saturday, you get to see, you can do the amateur Highland Games. Ooh. And you can like get on a list and like sign a waiver, and then they might actually let you throw stuff. But on Sundays, they just have the pro games. So you just watch the dudes who are really good at it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a turkey leg. Got to see this tightrope walker who was very good. He like took the bike out, took the chair up on the tightrope, zero safety system in place. Man was indeed a professional. It was so good. Did you see jousting? We did. We did. They did do like the full plate armor jousting. Sleep schedule's been borked for last.
The poison
for Cusco. The poison chosen special. Kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. Bill, hello. Oh, this will be a good warm-up song. Oh, nice deep yogi squat.
Do it.
Yes. Thank you, Belle. But yeah, I had some pals with me, and they were kind of egging me on, being like, "You could throw that hammer. You could probably huck that thing a pretty far ways." And I'm like, I don't know. I don't really have the power, the hip strength that a lot of those really big dudes did. A lot of those dudes are probably 200, 230 plus, like solid muscle. Oh, pushing those knees out. Tonight, back on stream at 9 o'clock Eastern, we are going to be doing yoga. We're going to be doing the Bend Don't Break show with Nanera 90 and Average Joe's. So this is part of a, I guess, 2-part series today. We're going to do our DELOAD lift, and then we'll be doing some yoga at 9 p.m. Ooh. Do some monster walks, and then we'll get into it. Work on more shirt designs tonight for a preschool shirt I'm doing. That all the kids draw their own faces, so I got to retrace them. Because think our orcs from Lord of the Rings, they look scary. You can't call kids orcs. I like when you do things I can follow along at home. Yeah, so anytime y'all are looking for guidance on like how to swap out a move, like if you want to follow along at home, I know my streams tend to run pretty long. But if you're curious about like, I want to do this thing, but I only have bands, just let me know and I'll try to talk through it. Found out the foster pups may have a home this week. Yes, excellent. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tabs, have a great lurk. Oh. I will get that hydrate in just a moment. As mentioned, got to get these glutes warmed up. I may do a little bit of calf stretching during the routine today. Gonna hydrate with our stuff today. You can call kids whatever you want, just don't do it with your face because they can't keep secrets. Kids really can't keep secrets. Goblins? You know what? Goblins is okay. Here they be gerblins. Oh, I'm so glad to hear you got some good news with the pups though, Zach. That's excellent. All right. We're gonna get into our squats. Massaging a baby cow, call that calf stretching. Calf, gotta care for your calves. Gotta care for them calves. It's really important. Ha ha ha. Forgot to move this. Called an entire class of high school students oversized crotch goblins. They got so offended. Well, you know, I can imagine high schoolers would get offended by that. Because, you know, if you called me a crotch goblin, I'm not exactly sure I would know, like, what it was referring to. And I think that's when I get the most upset with an insult. Like, I'm not even getting the opportunity to fully defend myself because I have no idea. What does it mean? It's so bright, so vivid. Double insult. Double insult. So intense. Hi, everyone. What up, Hierarch? Welcome in, welcome back. I'm missing some things. Get these squat shoes on. I'm going to take the sweatpants off. So my secret today is that I did not shower after my run. I wiped down, I put on a polo, got on a Zoom meeting, did that meeting for 30 minutes. I started work at like 6:30 this morning so that I could work all this stuff in. But it means that I'm basically going to be working until 6 o'clock because I'm working through lunch, but doing the stream and doing the run during the day. This is not me complaining. I'm very fortunate to have this arrangement. Also, did I tell y'all that I got the light situation upgraded? So like that's what it was before. And now I've got 2 sets of lights. And I'm not really sure like how I should arrange or use each one of them. I think what I'm going to try to do is like only use the one that I need to use for the area that I'm in. So like, nope, that's wrong. It's like this one's going to cast some downlighting on like the squat area. And ideally, that's enough for the personality cam, right? Maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll see how it feels. I may end up having to buy more lights. Whew. All right, go straight to 225. How was everyone's weekend? What'd y'all do? Some folks mentioned some sleep troubles and sleep victories. I went and made a big turkey leg. We also made breakfast on Saturday. Thanks to everyone who stopped out for that. I really enjoyed doing that. The moment I just like took the pressure off of myself to do something big and fancy and perfect, it became something that I could actually enjoy. Whew, work's still going all good? It is, Dips. I'm hitting a point where like some things are getting a little more stressful, but only because I want to do them right. I'm actually taking the day off of work tomorrow. So wifey and I can celebrate our anniversary. Hell yeah. Did they have a honey shop? They did. We did not frequent it, but it was there. Almost did weighted squats today. Squat rack was full the whole time. You know, that surprises me. Monday morning, squat rack was full. Yes. Anniversary time, baby. Married for 2 years as of tomorrow. But yeah, Jester, we didn't stop in at the honey shop. We stopped at a lot of shops. I almost bought myself some leather. I was real close to dropping a fat stack on a bearded axe. Because I just took one look at it and I was like, man, I think it's sick. Mom visited for family weekend and manipulated her to buy me $100 worth of Halloween decorations for my apartment. Did you manipulate? Or was she just happy to do it? We need more Halloween decorations. Honestly. Glad to see you weren't burned at the stake for wearing that watch. I needed to get my steps tracked. I could not let that go. Honey shop is great. Not a huge fan of honey myself. Honey sticks. Ooh, I wanted something sweet. But I got a turkey leg and I got some fried pierogi. And then I had a big pickle. I got a pickle like this big. And I was just walking around munching on the pickle. I was so happy. What kind of leather were you interested in? A vest, actually, yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the vests. That was what I was going to make a move on. And I think just like in the moment, I was just like, you know, I'm not ready for this yet. I kind of regret not doing it, but also they are $200. Which like, I don't know. I think next year I'm going to budget a set amount of money to like take to the Ren Fair and just like get some stuff. Because I didn't really budget for it this time. I didn't know what I was getting into. So it's one of those things that I like could have done, but I would have spent the next couple of months just like paying it off, right? Can't eat a whole pickle. It has to be sliced up. The whole pickle is an interesting thing. Do you have the soup bowls? The bread bowls with cheese and broccoli? I didn't have a soup bowl, but I saw some people with soup bowls. Given that it was like 80 degrees, I could not conceptualize eating a soup bowl, but a lot of pickle shots on Friday night. Hell yeah. Yeah, Jess, it was a lot of dollars. Like, I very much respect the cosplay and grind, and I respect the artisan nature of leathercraft, right? Like, oh, it is not easy to make that stuff look good. I said 4, but 3 is going to be the right amount of effort for me. That's what we're going to do. Okay, we have listened to this song every single lift. I'm sorry, Kate Bush. It can't be every time. Have a good food lurk. Let's look online. Shops at Ren Fair have a substantial upcharge. Yeah. I'd like to support some of the local creators, or probably just like do it through their Etsy shops or whatever. I got a couple of business cards. Sensible to want to budget it for next time. Yeah. Yeah. Especially like these next couple of months, like we are doing a couple of little trips that aren't going to be that expensive. Like one of them is a work trip that I'm extending a little bit for personal pleasures. And with that, most of it's covered, but really cool custom leather book covers. Yeah, no, there were some really cool book covers. There was a stand that was just like all D&D stuff. Like they had dice and leather-bound covers for DM screens. Hey, you will not run up that hill today. We're not going to make that deal today. Just today. I don't want to hear about the deal that you're making. Doing that too. Taking a work trip to New York, staying an extra couple of days. That is the way. Wore leather pants and a vest that I got at a secondhand shop. Got compliments. See, that's great. I feel like every time I go thrift shopping, which is pretty, hey, there we go. Every time I go thrift shopping, which is pretty frequently, I am on the lookout for cosplay stuff. And I think just like the area that I live in, there are so many people combing through all of the thrift shops for that kind of stuff that it's like almost impossible to find. So ends up being kind of a tough time to thrift things, but do the best I can. I also got like a new pair of boots specifically for this event, and they're going to work for other cosplay stuff too, but that's fine. It's fine. All right. We got one set of squats down. I only got 2 more. Again, we're on a deload week, which means that we're going to be taking it sleazy for the most part. Blue is your color. I like that tank. Do you like it? Hey, can y'all imagine that I like the color blue? Does it potentially at this very moment, does it strike you that the color blue is something that I am fond of? I do like blue. It's always been a thing for me. Question, have you played D&D before? I have. I have taken part in 2 campaigns, and I have run part of 1 campaign. And then we hit COVID and it just dropped off. Or no, I was getting married and then I was getting a house, and that's when it dropped off. Put goggles on my bowler hat to make it steampunkish since it was Time Traveler's Weekend. There were a lot of steampunk folks out there. A bunch of stormtroopers, which was cool. Yeah. I got at this point I do have a pretty full Star Trek get up ready to go. I've got a decent Starfleet uniform on deck. And I was largely working on that so I could do a VR stream with Paul STL, wherever Paul is right now. I think he's traveling. Whew. Three good squats. I do love Technique Week. It's a nice mental break. One more set of band pulls. COVID killed one of my campaigns. That's a bummer when that happens. People just drop off for usually very valid reasons, right? It's just a bummer. Are you a red shirt? No. It's a captain's shirt or officer's shirt, so it's yellow. Security or officers, either way. I guess it depends on which era you're talking about. I got a couple of shirts. Almost said freaking COVID ruining D&D. Can't say. Freaking marriage ruining D&D. Yeah. I mean, see, wifey was part of it, though. Oh my gosh! It's a sensitive read. Nikki 9 Lies, Actual Druzy, Sensitive Joy, kind of smallish. Welcome in. Hello, Raiders. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. What is up, Raiders? Oh my gosh, hello.
It's all coming together.
How are we doing, Joy? Welcome in. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for bringing your community over. We're mixing communities. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So this is where this is coming from. Welcome in, Raiders. How we doing today? My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a variety streamer. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays and Sundays, we play video games. All of the time, we're an inclusive community. It's all about getting moving in the way that works for you. Welcome in. Welcome. Oh, Nikki, thank you so much for the follow. Joe, you're playing some GeoGuessr? Oh, you're so brave. I cannot play GeoGuessr. I feel like it's like putting myself like so on the spot. Love the Kronk follow. I'm glad. Right here, we are very Kronk positive individuals in this channel. We are body positive, we are movement positive, and we are Kronk positive. Berserker, welcome in. Very brave. It's true. It's such a pleasure to see you. How did it go today? How was stream? And thank you so much for trusting me with your community today. Love Kronk. He is.
Oh,
right.
Poison
for Cusco. Poison chosen special. Gil Cusco's poison. Thank you, PT. We'll get some different jams going. I do love Mastodon. Of course, it went great. Any highlights? Did you get super close to any places? I will again say that I am not extremely skilled at GeoGuessr. So that's a rough one for me. Zach, have a great lurk, by the way. I know you're stuffing your face. Thank you so much for coming in today. You timed it perfectly, PT. But yeah, so Raiders, again, welcome in. Please take care of yourselves. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a stretch. Take your meds if you haven't taken them yet today. Yeah, settle in if you'd like. If you got to come back and catch us later, Joy, I know, yes, I was just going to say, if you got to raid and lurk, quite okay. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. Totally understand if you got to take off and take care of yourself, and that goes for everyone, right? Thank you for being here today. If you're just lurking, welcome in, and lurkers are the lifeblood of any channel, and I appreciate you so much for being here. Welcome in. We're on a deload week, which means that we are taking it a little bit easy. We are 28 days away from my 4th marathon, which is just incredible to think about. I don't know where the time has gone. Normally we'd probably hit 4 sets of squats, but today we're going to keep it at 3. Tiger, thank you so much for the hydrate. 60 days until Scarlet Violet releases. Do we need to have 2 countdowns on stream? I am excited for Scarlet Violet. That's going to be like, dang, so that's November, isn't it? One jar empty. I love this song so much. All right. We have slurped down some aminos and some pre. We have done our 3 sets. Evie is beginning to bark. There she goes. Evie, hey. Evie, come here. Come here. Come. Come on. Evie, come. Yes, yes, come on down. Come on, girly. Good girl. Good girl. Can you have a seat? Have a seat. Good. Good girl. Wait, right there. That's a good girl. Do you want a treat? You want a treat? Huh? Good. Good girl. Yes, she is a shadow. She is the night. So she's kind of hard to see. But I'll give her a nice big treat. Thank you. Okay. Okay, go on. Yeah, so she is a German Shepherd mix. She, like most rescues, is pretty high strung, but it is very much also a genetic thing for her. Like German Shepherds are just inclined to be very protective. Generally a more anxious dog. We have done a lot of work with her and she's gotten so much better. But she's still got her quirks, right? What makes her special? We love her. I don't ever see the idea of a perfect dog being a realistic thing, you know? Like some dogs are going to be really well behaved and well trained. And like it's great to have an ideal for training and support, but you know? She is our child. So if folks want to be a part of our lives, they're going to have to learn the rules about how to engage with her. Sorry, that's a little much. That's more than you asked, but that is just how I feel. Okay, so we're going to get some bench set up, a couple of warm-up sets, and then we'll just hit a 3x4 at a working weight. Do some rear delt raises in with it, just to keep that range of motion going. And maybe I'll work in some stretching. A stretching or a roll. I probably owe someone a foam roll from one point or another. Oh. Share your thoughts. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty passionate about the human relationship with animals. I think that there are some really positive things that have come out of like popular media interpretations of like how we treat dogs, but also some things that do need to be tempered. And no one's perfect. Like even if you've got all the time in the world and all the resources, doggos are unpredictable. I mean, so are humans when you really think about it. Excuse you. Ah. Back in 10 minutes. See you soon, Tiger. Yeah, tomorrow is wifey-versary. I think that means that there won't be a Tuesday stream. I mean, really, like, I think rightfully wifey's expectation is going to be that I'm not streaming. She is away right now, but I think I can speak for her in that regard. Oh, last year we did a little co-stream to celebrate. We played The Sims 4 and did a subathon. I was thinking about doing it again this year, but everyone has just been so generous with subs that like I don't really feel like I can ask for more than y'all have already given me, so we may just do something together. Happy anniversary! Thank you. Don't stream. Not by yourself. Dog ate an entire salsa pack someone left out. I just kind of stood there not knowing what to do. Oh my gosh. Was the doggo okay? I mean, I know salsa ain't bad for dogs, but the whole packet. Turned on that new documentary yesterday on Netflix is about cats. Looked down and my cat was watching it. Well, of course. I would be interested if I was a cat. I would love to watch a catchumentary. Feline educational television. Oh, thank you for the hydrate hierarchy. I'm gonna hit these rear delt raises and then Ah. Yeah. Groovy. She threw up everything all over in her stomach. She's good now, but like I couldn't be mad at her. She didn't know it was bad. No, yeah. Doggo is not going to be aware.
Well, you got me.
Oh my gosh.
By all accounts,
Y'all.
this makes sense.
Dan. What is up, Dan? Welcome in. Oh my gosh, it's Dan. Raid Brigade. Y'all are gonna make me start. You're gonna get the waterworks going today. How am? Am good. Am good. What were you doing today? Did I do it wrong? Oh, whoa. Ignore that. Wow. Brain, come on. Let's go. Minecraft. Oh my gosh, how was the craft? May have been thinking in her mind, oh, he's gonna y-axis. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Morning Minecraft after PT. How was PT today? I was about to do a little bit of rolling in between our bench sets today because deload week, baby. Deload week means technique focus and a little bit of screaming on the foam roller. Whew. Good luck. Wait. Core work. Oh my gosh. What kind of stuff do they got you doing? Is it like lots of leg lifts or like lots of static stuff? But welcome in, Dan Raiders. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a variety streamer. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays we lift weights. Tuesdays and Sundays we play video games all the time. We are an inclusive community. We're all about getting moving in the way that works for you and making good habit changes and working towards your goals day by day. So welcome in, Raiders. If you haven't been here before, I'm pleased to have you. If you have been here before, you got to go. Totally get it. I know Dan, my man, is just like so chill and has such an excellent sense of humor. Probably got to go do some jaw stretches after how much this man's got you laughing. But please go and consider checking out Dan. Wonderful human being. Bridges with feet on the yoga ball, leg extensions, and more squats. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. I do mean it though, Dan. I'm always cracking up in your streams. That's not lip service. All right. Get some rolling. Let's get our next bench set in. This is another warm-up set, but of course, sir. Of course. I'm glad to hear that PT's rocking for you. Always love to hear it. I ended up shortening my run on Sunday after our discussion, both in terms of time and in terms of like needed effort. I went from planning 17 to planning went from planning 17 to doing 9. Jess, have a great lurk. I did 9, and then I got out today and did 5 this morning. Just like a couple hours before I was doing this. So I'm certainly in the this is gonna be my peak week, and then I'm tapering for the next 3 weeks after this. Okay, we'll put 15s on here. First time hitting the gym with a personal trainer. Should I buy protein from Gold Standard 100% whey? Is it okay 1 scoop before or after? Ramirez 96, hello, welcome. And I'm gonna say both. 20 minutes before, 1 scoop of protein, or 1 scoop of whey just with water. And then at the end of your workout, doesn't have to be within the anabolic window, but just like when you can, another scoop with water, or with you know, your post-workout scoop you can mix with some stuff. But I say both. I worked with a set of dietitians at one of my old jobs, and one of them was kind enough to give me some nutrition guidance. And her big thing, and she was in great shape, her big thing was always taking a protein supplement before your workout, or having some protein source before your workout. so that you're not like, because like your body does start recovering if you stop working a certain muscle group.
Listen to that guy. He's trying to lead you down the path of righteousness. I'm going to lead you down the path that raw.
Willie, thank you so much for the resub. 3 months, my dude. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2 scoops only if I'm training. So for whey, so this is a supplement thing, more broadly. Welcome back, Willie. Thanks for the resub. For whey is going to be a more metabolically available protein. So that is going to digest more quickly. So you don't get as much benefit from having whey protein shakes like far removed from your workouts. If you want an additional protein source, like a supplement, look for a casein supplement. But the base answer to your question is, 1 scoop of whey 20 to 30 minutes before your workout, 1 scoop of whey after your workout, is how I would use whey protein. And if you want to use other protein supplements outside of your workouts, casein is a really great source that it's a little thicker, right? Like you have to get a taste for casein because it can get a little bit uncomfortable. I'm alive. I'm glad you're alive. Yes, that's a victory today. I start PT 3 times a week for 1 hour and 15 minutes, super exercise nonstop. Yeah. So, I mean, if that's the case, Ramirez, then you are going to get a lot of benefit from having a little whey shake. Plant protein just as good. So the research that I've seen says that, yeah, it is. I mean, what you're looking for is an amino profile, right? Like we talk about proteins, and this is something that I can't speak to super articulately, but I'm going to try. Like we talk about protein buildup and protein profiles as being like we say like whey protein and casein protein. And the expectation is that those protein sources have complete proteins, right? They include branched chain amino acids, creatine, they include leucine, they include like dairy whey sources, right? And I'm not going to be able to speak to this in super detail, but my understanding is that most plant protein powders are going to give you that same protein. It's just going to be like less readily available. So what do you think about pre-workout? I like pre-workout. I think that pre-workout can be a really good thing, especially if you are like an intermediate to advanced trainer, or if you're someone who is working out early in the morning. If you're doing evening workouts, I do not recommend pre-workout supplements because it's just going to mess with your sleep and it may not impact your performance that much. Can't build muscle, but my neurologist still wants me to get more protein. Honestly, that's probably a good thing, right? Like we have our body, like our biological needs just to stay alive and to like fuel our brains. I want to say the base level of protein that you need to just like have your brain function properly is like 24 grams of protein per day. And that's like a baseline level, right? So for larger folks, it's probably going to be a little bit more. But that's just like what your brain needs to metabolize. Now, beyond that, what your body needs, that's a huge sliding scale. The ideal for muscle building is going to be 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. There's also some calculators that operate based on like height. Exclamation point TDEE will take you to a calculator that will be really helpful. Ooh. Gym sessions. Takes 16:30 my first protein. Yeah, that's a good approach. I think that'll work well for you, Ramirez. Yes, the TDE calculator is going to help you get a base idea of like what your nutritional needs are at a very like high level, right? It's not going to tell you what you may need to know, which is like eat a lot of vegetables. What food diet would you recommend an underweight person? So for someone who is either feeling that they're underweight or they've been told that they're underweight, I would recommend a diet that is higher in protein and complex carbs. So like making sure if you're eating breakfast that you're getting either like veggies or like whole wheat toast, right? Ensuring that your meals are like carby enough, right? You're not like just eating salads and fibrous carbs as your primary meals. Sneaking in like protein and like calorie dense sources of nutrition, like peanut butter, right? Peanut butter is a very calorie dense food. Damius, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Run Club. Sorry I didn't say that right away. And in general, you know, I try pretty hard not to be overly prescriptive in terms of diet and exercise, because I know that, you know, everyone's got their history with these things, everyone's got their limits, and like particular scenarios in life that will prevent them from movement. But I really do feel that if there is space for some sort of strength training in your life, like if you can make that happen, even if it's once or twice a week, like please do it. Like if it's just basic calisthenics, if it is following along with a YouTube video for 10 minutes to do some squats, some push-ups, some like core movements, right? Your long-term physical health is like, your outlook is so much better if you have some basis in strength training. And that's not even like getting yoked, you know, that is just like building up the muscles around your bones so that your bones are healthier, so that you have a lower chance of complications later on in life. You know, like you don't want to have the situation where you fall, like you trip and fall down a set of stairs and your hip breaks, or, you know, your tibia breaks. It's thinking in the long term, really. So sorry to kind of go off on that, but hope your day is going well. Thundergun, what's up? How we doing? I was on a tangent. I was 100% on a tangent. Or your kneecap dislocates. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I have gotten so much enjoyment out of strength training once I have started to get more comfortable with it. And so I want that for everybody. But, you know, if your baseline is like, I just need to get out for a walk 10 minutes a day, 3 times a day, honestly, that is a great place to start. It's never too late to start. Chest workout for the butt. That's right. That's good stuff though, Thundergun. What did you have in there? What was on that menu? My tibia, bro. Ciao, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to call anyone out, but welcome back, Jumpy. Hams, hello. It's a me, Charlie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Of course, Jester. I'm sorry. I tend to over-explain on these things a little bit. So, sorry if that was overboard, but I'm happy to help. My DMs are open if you have other questions. Got a wellness minute. Thank you, PT. I'm gonna get this foam roll in real quick. Old incline chest flies and chest press, and machine chest press and overhead press. Shoulder stuff too. Word. Man. I do miss the machines. This space is never going to be big enough to have like a bunch of machine setups, but I do miss that about the gym. Oh, right there. Right there. If anyone wants any tips on how to use a foam roller, let me know. Oh, oh, wowzers. Oh, wowzers. Okay. Just gonna work a little bit of this in our deload week. Yeah, we'll get that wellness minute in just a moment. Whew. I like to help. Don't get out a whole lot and I'm very lazy with shopping lists, so writing that stuff down. Word. Did you build your body at home or in the gym? Largely in the gym, Jumpy. Up until about a year and a half ago, I was a gym goer. I'd be there. I was very, very early in the mornings was my strategy because like I did not like to go to crowded gyms. So I was that dude who was waiting outside when it opened at 5:30. But I was on a PPL upper lower split for a while. Yeah, I would say like lifting and running, lifting in a gym and running in a club and running, you know, on my own have been kind of the main things. But I've had some really good gains working out like in this home gym space over the last year and a half. So feeling good. Thank you for asking. Gym was closer to bank holiday. Queen's funeral with the climbing was open, so we had a session at the hangar. Nice. Ooh. So you have like an old hangar that has a climbing gym inside of it? Got me a foam roller because I heard it helps loosen the muscles since I'm standing all day at work. I don't know much about it. Yeah, I'm happy to offer some tips. Do you have any like particular areas that are tight, Damius? Went in at 9:30 to 11:30 today. We just made a banger V2. Thank you for coming in today. Squat, bench, lat, pull down. Word. Yeah, that's not a bad slot because that's like after people start like or have finished with their morning commutes and all that. Walk to the gym and back. Sick. Oh, I miss me. See, like that's the thing. Like I enjoy my setup down here, and I miss like being able to like walk or ride my bike to the gym. Because I just like I don't know. I feel like that formalizes the process for me, right? Like that makes it a thing rather than just like something that's available to me. But I guess this whole streaming thing helps with that too. So yeah, Damius, let me know if you got any particular questions on areas of movement. We're gonna do a wellness minute here. Do comp climbing for fun, aiming to bulk, make it better at climbing. Oh, word. Yeah, we got a climbing gym in the area that I try to get to. I try to get every other week, but I need to pick it up a bit more because my wife is more into climbing, and she just got her lead climbing certification. So I'm trying to keep up with her. All right. What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he, him pronouns, and here is today's Wellness Minute. Today's Wellness Minute is make sure you are asking the right questions to solve the right problems. Now, too often, we can get into the habit of trying to immediately solve problems without totally understanding what the context around them is. I'm going to use a personal wellness example of, maybe I'm feeling that I need to lose weight. This was me a certain amount of years ago, right? I'm feeling like I need to lose weight, and that my feelings, like my feelings of potentially like body dysmorphia and depression, that all of those are focused around how I am feeling about my body, how I'm feeling about my movement. When I took that thought and kind of just like wound it back a little bit and started thinking about what do my days look like? Am I getting out of bed at the time that I tell myself I'm going to get out of bed? Am I getting moving in some way at the start of the day? Am I eating a breakfast that is making my body feel good? Am I doing other things in my habits that are supporting my well-being? This is not to say that weight loss is not a good goal, because it is. It can be really helpful in establishing a sense of control and autonomy in your schedule. But today's Wellness Minute is about if that is your goal, or if your goal is to like save money better, or to be more social, or to do any of these things, right? Think back to what problem you're trying to solve. At the core of it, most often, it is that we don't feel in control of our circumstances. And creating a feeling of control may not be that first thing that comes to mind. So today's Wellness Minute is think about it a little more. Make sure that you are answering the right problem before diving into a solution. Boom. I don't bulk and cut. It's okay to not bulk and cut, honestly. Cycles are great for bodybuilders, and honestly, like if you're not bodybuilding, then it doesn't necessarily always line up. But yes, boss it is. I tend to do more bouldering, but I absolutely love it. I do like bouldering, but I'm still not great at bouldering. Sometimes it feels like every part of my leg needs a stretch. Foam roller help with hamstrings, or is it just normal stretches? So we'll do this. We'll do this next set, Damius, and then I will get into some. I'll do a little quick foam roller clinic for you. Because foam rollers can be great. Like most of the time, it is runners that end up getting foam rollers, runners and CrossFitters, but. I think my wife is home. Have you ever sharted while lifting? You know, I've been fortunate enough to never do that, Big Mike. Hey, Evie, can you chill, please?
My wife.
Yeah, my wife is home. Very sad when it does happen. Sorry, I'm gonna mute up a minute. I was muted, yeah. she's barking too much. What do I have down? I have a shoulder press, that's right. Oh yes, I was gonna do foam roller talks. That's right. Okay. So, best use of a foam roller is to just think about points of contact, right? The only wrong way to use a foam roller is to continually put it directly on soft tissue. Now that is to say, like, you should not put a foam roller like over your kneecaps or like directly on this tendon that runs along the back of your leg, right? Some people get, gosh, what's it called? IT band soreness. And so they'll like start foam rolling this area right here. And that can end up causing more injury when really the source of tightness in the IT band is the muscles around it that support it. So if you're foam rolling, essentially, you can just kind of look around, like feel around a little bit, right? Start with one point of contact. So you got one leg on, and I'm doing hamstrings right now, right? I got one leg on the foam roller. My hands are planted. My other leg is planted. If I find a spot that I want to work on, I'm just going to kind of do small movements around it, right? And this is a spot that might have a little bit of discomfort, but it doesn't hurt, right? Like when I roll my calves, like they're sore, but it doesn't feel like there's a tear or like something's gonna rip open, right? So if I'm getting a little more comfortable after rolling this a little bit with these 3 points of contact, I might pick this leg up so that my hands are down, but I've got more weight kind of going onto this piece here. So the other thing with foam rollers is you can find a spot and then practice that flexion with, I don't know how well you can see this, right? Like I'm doing foot circles here. Oh, is my mic? Oh, okay, it's still going. So, you know, I could put it on the spot on my calf and just kind of gently like roll my ankles around or flex and unflex, right? Might roll back and forth a little bit. I'm gonna even that out. But that's it, right? Like there's not really a bad way to use a foam roller, except for, as I mentioned, just like avoid putting it directly on soft tissue tendons. Like don't like roll your spine, right? That's probably just gonna be more uncomfortable than anything. Semi-bodybuild, power lift, but I think eating high protein, low carbs, and fats, doing things that cut fat percentage, build muscle as you eat around maintenance, 200 surplus the most is best course of action. Been doing it for 3 years and haven't hit many plateaus. Oh no, totally banger. Totally. Yeah, no, like, again, bulking cutting can be super useful for some folks. And I think like depending on your relationship with food, it can help with compartmentalizing, right? Like some folks are able to really control their eating like consistently as you seem to be doing. But for me, like, you know, I have periods where I'm working really hard where increasing my intake just feels better, right? Foam rolling works on a level of helping with soreness and tightness for that day, only really getting into yoga 3 to 5 days a week to prevent tightness. No, totally. So foam rolling and like exercise guns. So I have a massage gun. Those are great with controlling, like helping with soreness, and like they feel good, but on their own, they're not going to necessarily solve your problems, right? Like if you are not warming up before your workout or like and cooling down and doing a little bit of stretches afterwards, you're still gonna have like a pretty high risk of injury, right? IT bands to foam roll that all the time. Yeah, so the general caution I give with IT band is just like work on your quads and work on your quads, work on that adductor, but don't necessarily roll right on it. Really gonna help my hamstrings, I think. Usually stand for 10 to 14 hours a day. Yeah, and it could be helpful, right? Definitely work in some stretches. What's a good warm up and cool down? So Banger, we do a little warm up right at the start of stream. Like my favorite single warm up movement, and I gotta keep moving on the lift today because I gotta get back to work. But my single favorite warm up movement is the Mario marches. So like opposite knee to opposite elbow and just extending out and like really pushing off of that bottom foot and flexing that butt, and then making sure that you're getting a good swing with your shoulders. Like I'll do this for, 30 seconds to a minute. I'm not going to do it right now, but inchworms are a really great warm up. I'll just, monster walks where you're like putting a band around your legs. Anything yoga based, right? Like doing a little bit of child's pose into downward dog. I start off most of my streams with a yogi squat or a malasana pose and just kind of like move around a little bit. The big thing for a warm-up is just going to be that you want that dynamic movement. You want to make sure that you are giving your muscles a chance to actively extend. You can do static stretches to warm up for a workout. There has been like mixed research on whether that's actually like effective, whether it inhibits muscle performance, but that kind of stuff is all over the place. Remus! What's up, Remus? How we doing? I'm loving the questions today, y'all. Thank you for asking such excellent questions because, sometimes peeps just don't know what to ask and they get good info based on hearing someone else speak up and ask. Nothing has been too detailed that I haven't been able to answer it on stream here too, so that's helpful. All right, so we are going to move into our next giant set. I'm going to call it a giant set because we're doing 3 movements without considerable rest in between. And then we'll take a little rest in between our big sets. So we're going to do a wide stance goblet squat. I believe a dumbbell shoulder press, yeah. And then something else. Can't remember what our third move is on this little set here. Doing okay, buddy. How are you? Oh, I'm doing great. Doing great. Pretty nice start to the week. Got a little run in this morning. Point where I'm trying to lower my fat intake and increase my protein intake. And that's a fine goal, honestly. It can be challenging. I found that, like, as someone who is primarily, oh, that's right, I didn't need to put this up. As someone who is primarily vegetarian at home, and that's changing a little bit just because I have some pretty high intake needs at the moment. But for someone who is primarily vegetarian at home, protein supplements have been really helpful. It can get a little expensive, but you know, if you like price out the cost of whey and casein with the cost of like getting as much chicken as sometimes you are trying to get in order to get all of your protein in. Yeah, cutting out cheese, if you're trying to cut fat, it is a miserable experience, but cutting out cheese can be really helpful, I've found. Or cutting out red meats in favor of white meats only. Some of my most successful low-fat cuts have been following some of those things. Okay. So I'm going to break the rules, and I'm going to curl in the squat rack. Sorry, everyone. It has to be done today. Wait. Set this down. We'll hit some wide stance gobbies. Front racking, feet out. All right, some deload curls here. Just trying to keep those elbows tucked in. Get some good engagement. All right, one set down. True. Casein's a good idea. Only have whey right now. Like high protein yogurts. Ooh, yeah. Greek yogurt is so good. I think one of my favorite snacks is Greek yogurt and pineapple with a little bit of honey. Need to do yogurt in the morning when I start my bulk. Yeah. Yeah, yogurt's a good tool for bulking and for cutting, honestly. Like if you can handle the dairy, yogurt can be really good. I still haven't done it yet, but apparently it's super tasty to just like mix your protein powder into your yogurt. And you get like huge protein bomb that's just like flavored Greek yogurt. When's your bulk starting? If you don't mind my asking. All right, I'm going to take a brief bio break. I will be right back.
Talk though, who's getting Pokemon Scarlet? Or no, who's getting Pokemon Violet? Because I'm getting Scarlet. I'm going to need to trade some Pokemon. There's only like 3 exclusives for each game though. And actually, you know what? I don't need your shit from Violet. Fuck.
I don't even. I
love your gooby voice acting. Thank you. Gorsh. Ugh, yuck.
Welcome back, everyone. Working, I was like, why do I hear me laughing? Eggs and an orange and whole grain, low calorie toast and a protein bar. That's great. Yeah, protein bar is usually my mid-morning snack when I'm at work. When I'm at home, I have an apple with peanut butter because I can cut up my apple. It's really nice. Apples are so clutch, y'all. If you don't like apples, try eating apples sliced up more often. It changes the game, honestly. Come on in. Come a little closer. If you wish to witness my shameful squat rack curling. Whoop. Ooh. Bagel. Oh, yeah. Apple and bagel. Beautiful. Apple and peanut butter is strangely a combination I've never had so far in life. Honestly, Damius, it's really good. Apple and peanut butter, or an apple and a little bit of cheddar. Cheddar cheese and an apple, such a good snack. Because you get like a little bit of the fats to like keep you full. It's great. Apple and peanut butter is great. Not really conducive to my eating. If anything, it'd be a cheat type meal. Hey, no worries. Yeah, I mean, it ends up like if you do like 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, right? It's like a serving of peanut butter and then a decent sized apple, you know, it could be a 400 calorie snack. So not the smallest snack you can find, but it's tasty. It's tasty. I eat a lot of peanut butter. PB&J every day, baby. When I'm bulking. Okay. 2 of these sets down. This is going very nicely. Again, we're on a deload this week. So I am peaking on mileage this week. The plan is to hit 45 miles, do an 18-mile run on Sunday, and then just kind of cut down on lifts throughout the week so I have a little more energy. But we'll see how it goes. I'm feeling pretty good after today's run. Not feeling broken. Not feeling super low energy. After that, we're going to taper on runs and probably pick up lifting a little bit for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. And the final week before the race, we're going to be going pretty light and easy on everything. I hate running now. Used to do marathons. Nowadays, I mostly walk or use a Stairmaster. Oh, you used to do marathons. That's sick. Can I ask which ones you've done? Because this will be number 4 for me. And I've done largely like Midwest local stuff. So I did Detroit. I did the Ann Arbor Marathon. I did Twin Cities. And I don't know. I loved all of them for very different reasons. So I don't have a time goal for this one. I'm just trying to finish. I guess I do have a time goal. That's kind of a lie. Not a lie. An omission of the truth. I do have a time goal. It's not super important to me, but it is there. I gotta set up the captain's chair and get a little bit of counterweight going over there. Did marathons, young 12 to 16. I did Disney Boston and some close to my house. Oh, word. Okay. Shoot. So you started off as a runner, and then have kind of transitioned into different types of training. That's sick. Yeah. No, it's a big deal to finish a marathon. Great feather to have in your cap for the rest of your days. I do think more people are capable of it than they realize, right? That is the one thing I'll say about marathons. Powerlifting. It's an interesting shift, right? Can I ask about some of your numbers, if you don't mind? Have you hit any PRs lately? I'm not obviously trying to put you on the spot, because my numbers are, actually, this may still be out of date, but I don't have super great numbers right now, based on like what my goals are. Come do the Colfax Marathon here in Denver. I'm sure training at sea level will get you good and prepared for it. Yeah, no. I was gonna run Tahoe this year, and then I realized, 1, that it's really expensive to go to Tahoe, and 2, in order to go to Tahoe to run a marathon, you have to get there early enough to acclimate, and then you don't want to get on the plane like the day after. So like minimum, you're looking at a 5 to 6 day trip, which was pricey. I just couldn't make it happen. Just couldn't make it happen this year. One more set of gobbies. And one more set of bicep curls. All right. That's it. That's all. Do we need the bench for our next set of things? We do. We do. So you're going to stay right here. Now we're doing incline presses. Woo! Okay. Here we go. Cool. So we're going to do incline dumbbell presses, band lateral raises, captain's chair leg lifts, and a press out. 510 deadlift, 430 squat, 350 bench. Damn, those are some numbers. That's great though. Good on you, broski. Hi, Evie. You coming to hang out? Are you looking for treats? Hey, Evie. What are you doing? Come here. Come here, sit. Girl. Yeah. So sweet. So pure. Go on. I'm not giving you any treats right now. Sorry to say. Sorry to say, little dearie. Yeah, go on. J-Light, what's up? Welcome in. No treats. She got some treats earlier. She's getting a little bit thicker, so we gotta keep an eye on it. She is slowly getting a little bit thicker around the haunches. So we gotta make sure we're you wait, do you need treats, J-Light? Are you in search of treats? Welcome in, friend. Happy Monday. All right. You set up for press out? What time is it? Saw the Galaxy News poster. Oh yeah. Galaxy News Radio. We are big Fallout fans on this channel. What did I just do? I just messed up my bands. Hang on. How do you know that streamer isn't thinking clearly today? Instead of removing the handle, he removes the whole darn clip. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna take this handle and I'll just move it every time. That's fine. Great to hear. Yes. All the stream setup upstairs is a bunch of Fallout stuff in the background too. If you're looking. Went to a Renaissance fair. Yeah. Ren fair was a lot of fun. Dressed up for the first time. It was sick. Trying to get my numbers up a little before my next meet. Ooh, what are you aiming for? All right. Grab these dummies. Oh. It was all back. All right, incline dumbbell press. Jokes. Started to play through Fallout 4 a few times. Tried Fallout 3. Own New Vegas, but haven't tried it yet. New Vegas is definitely the fave for me. I love New Vegas. Best writing. Acro. What is up, Ari? How we doing? Welcome in. I'll give Ari a shout out in just a moment. For now, I will just encourage you to go and check out Muscle Papa Akroshi. Can I call you Muscle Papa? Sure. Liking the band look. Yeah, we're working some band stuff today. It's DELOAD week, baby. 600 deadlifts someday. That's a good goal. That's a strong goal. Welcome in, Ari. For real, y'all. Go hang out with Ari. Ari's as I will continue to say, big strong man with a heart of gold. We stand, Ari. Yeah, my current goal, V2, is Easy. Current goal, I want 1,000 lift total. And I think it's realistic for me, especially after marathon training is over. And then chest press outs. I'm just gonna steal back this little handle here. How long do you deload for? This will just be for a week. So this is gonna be kind of a weird next month, honestly, because I'm gonna be deloading lifts this week and peaking out on running mileage, but then after that, I'm going to be tapering for the marathon. Popular opinion, New Vegas always has great reviews by everyone I've asked about. It's just buggy. That's the only problem with New Vegas. Is like sometimes everything will be completely fine, and then you'll just like try to load up the game, and your save won't load. And it's like unplayable. Acro, what's your general approach on deloads? I know you have the kind of training cycle now where it might just be a little less necessary. Deload deadlifted 435 my last deload week. That's great. Good for you, broski. I think I'll be pushing for a 400 max next time I go out for it. That may be in December. Okay. 1 of 3 complete. I could probably just like keep rolling on these. PS4's been broken for a while. Wonder if I get it fixed, I might try to fix. Oh shoot. Broken PS4 is no fun. Don't throw it against the wall. Jay, you can't say that. That's rude. The fact that you can still run lifting that heavy is impressive. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm in this space where like I'm really trying to not use running as an excuse for not being able to lift more. Like, I don't know, right? Like I don't want to use it as an excuse, but the reality is like the day after I run 10 miles, I am going to be fatigued and not able to lift as much. And so like you can't lift heavier if you can't lift heavier. It's okay, Jay, I forgive you. So that's where I'm at with it. And I'm hoping that like, so after I finish a marathon, I'm gonna take a month off of lifting and just do, or a month off of running and just do lifting and yoga. Take more days off, reset the program when I feel it's needed, got some tennis elbow, hitting legs with minimal volume, taking a break from most upper body. So I feel better, restart and get past previous progress within 4 to 6 weeks. Use the final 4 to 6 weeks of my meso cycle to make the gains. No rush. Yeah. I mean, you're playing the long game, right? Like, I can't remember how old you are, Ari, but you're like, you are in the masters category, right? It's like with bodybuilding, once you hit a certain age, it doesn't, like, it's like a huge, like 20, 30-year window. And then beyond that, yeah, almost. Okay. So yeah, like you're not in any rush, right? It's not like you're trying to hit a certain physique before you break out of a category. So yeah, I mean, the great thing, the thing I've always appreciated about acro is longevity approach. Left to go somewhere for a weekend, came back to the controller's not working, bought a new one, the same thing. Ah, Jester, I'm sorry. Would something like that be covered by a warranty? Thanks, Brian. We try to keep it flexing around here, but I'm getting up there. Body fat has been increasing as I've been trying to just make sure I'm getting enough calories. Noticeable difference in my physique between like this week and 3 to 4 weeks ago, where I told myself I needed to start increasing my intake because I was just so fatigued all the time. recovery is a part of that too, but interview for an editing job last week. Would have been editing books and online media about mental health. An email from them today, was not selected. Oh, Remus, I'm sorry. That's a rough go, buddy. I would have picked you. I would have picked you. If you were a booger, I'd pick you first. Is that okay to say? But you know, maybe it wasn't meant to be, friend. The next thing that comes is going to be the thing that is meant for you. Sending real good thoughts your way. The big hopes for finding the thing. I'm glad you went for it. And if nothing else, you got some good interview practice. Captain's chair. PS4 when it first came out, I don't think we saved anything. Thing is, I think I know what's wrong, but first, new controller and a cord to plug it in with, and second, you need to stop being lazy and take it and see if they can repair it. It's a task to get a piece of electronic equipment repaired. Like, obviously, it's better to do the task than it is to just like buy a new one, but both for waste reasons and for money reasons. Ooh. Walk down to the corner store, try to get some protein doohickey. Have a good walk, my friend. Like the kitchen? Ooh! Did you like the kitchen stream? That's fun. I like cooking with y'all. You're great guests. You're gracious guests. I did not think I would ever feel like comfortable eating on stream. But there have been like multiple things in the last month or so where folks have been like, yeah, man, go for it. We'll have a meal with you. Oh, Animal Crossing. I've been playing Ooblets on Switch because I got the code for free. Did it on stream and continue to play it a little bit on the couch. Is Dreamlight Valley on Switch? It is. Oh, that's dangerous. It's on all platforms. Disney is taking their very typical approach of trying to take over everything all at once. Everything everywhere all at once. All the platforms. All the media. Guess what, homies? Disney Man's coming right in. I've come to take your time. Microtransactions, blah! All done is chase the gooses for 20 minutes. Need to buy a Founders Pack to play on Switch, PC, and PlayStation. To play on Xbox, you just need Game Pass. Ah, okay. Yeah. That would be a game that would feel better for me on Switch. Only microtransactions are going to be cosmetic. Are you serious? Oh, they're really doing it, aren't they? They're really trying to make it. Oh, they're trying to pull me in. I won't let it happen. Won't let it happen. See, but like I respect it though, because they're paying attention to the things that gaming companies have done that everyone has been like, you are disgusting, I'm not giving you my money. And then they are like pulling away from those. Disney Dreamlight Valley. It was nice knowing you. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. I will let someone else try to explain it. But it is like a house building, like town building, farming sim. Like a very task-focused game. The small world after all. They even have a streamer mode, so your music isn't copywritten. But I don't use it. Have you been streaming it a little bit?
By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Oh my goodness, it's a Fox raid. Hey!
It's all right.
Good time. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Welcome in, Fox Raiders. Like Animal Crossing Disney version, that's basically it. Yeah. Welcome in. Welcome in, Green Dragon, Turatark, Noodle, Fox Prince. Hello, friends. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Running Sir on Twitch. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a variety streamer. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we lift weights, and on Tuesdays and Sundays, we play video games all the time. We are an inclusive community that is all about getting moving in the ways that work for you. Welcome in, folks. Fox, how was the rest of that stream? Did you finish making the Frankenstein is stored in the basement? Cross stitch. It was a cross stitch, right? Do you like the cow? Oh, that's a cute cow. Wait, hold on. Is that a nervous cow? Currently, friendship is stored in the Y. Friendship is stored in the your mom. My mom. Time for regular show fans to stand up. And yes, it's cross stitch. Okay. I always get cross stitch and embroidery mixed up as concepts. But welcome in, Raiders. Please take care of yourself. If you need to take a break, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a drink, grab a booty, do all those things. But welcome in. Pleased to have you. We are getting near the end of our deload lift here. We're on a technique week, which means that we're dropping the volume, we're dropping the intensity, and we're just focusing on getting good technique in all of our lifts, keeping it low impact. Also, a reminder that tonight we are doing our participation in the Bend Don't Break series with Ninera 90 and Average Joe's OC. They're very similar. Technically, cross stitch is a form of embroidery. Can you crochet though? Can you crotch the shet? Just curious, what are your thoughts on energy drinks? If you do drink any, what is your favorite? Yeah, so I do not drink energy drinks. I am like solely a coffee person. And I honestly try really hard to not drink any sodas, pops, colas, whatever word you use to refer to it. I try to avoid sugary drinks because they don't make me feel good. But back in the day, oh gosh, what energy drink was I drinking when I was last drinking energy drinks? I cannot even remember. But I really like coffee, so if I'm going to drink caffeine, that's the route I'm going. I love black coffee, iced black coffee, hot black coffee. Oh. With a little bit of sweetness. So much yarn and thread. Crocheting is bomb. But yeah, so I generally avoid them. I don't judge folks for taking in energy drinks because like if that is like a treat for you, if that is a little something you do to, you know, get a boost in your day once in a while. Again, not to be like overly prescriptive, but if your routine involves an energy drink every day, I would reconsider that. Had my moments of trying to drink a Monster. I just feel like I'm having a heart attack. The white ones are fine though. Yeah, I used to drink quite a bit of Monster. Try to limit myself to 1 cup of black coffee, a couple cups of black tea a day. Jay Corsair, welcome back, friend. Yeah, for me, like, I'm using a little too much coffee. Sorry. I'm drinking a little too much coffee. I'm on 2 to 3 cups a day at this point. Tend to not drink anything with calories besides protein shakes. Yeah. I like ginger beer. Like a good ginger beer is very tasty to me. We make homemade ginger beer sometimes. Great for winter when you want to be inside and making cozy things. It's a good like skill for watching TV, you know, or like watching YouTube or watching streams. If you want to like feel like you're kind of doing something with your hands. I still got to do a set of captain's chairs. I don't do pre anymore because I get jittery. Pre is like my one continuous vice, right? And like I've cut back a lot. I used to do like 2 to 3, sorry, never 3. I'd used to do like 2 scoops of pre, and then I cut down to 1. And now I'm at like half a scoop to 1 scoop max. And that's usually in combination with coffee in the morning. But my caffeine intake could use some work. I just try to have a hard cutoff by noon. And it doesn't mess with my sleep as much, but usually also try to cycle off of pre when I'm on a deload. E-boy, by the way, hello and welcome back. Rare occasions I will treat myself to a can of Highball Energy. Caffeinated seltzer, that sounds nice. That sounds tasty. DMK, P2, nope. Oh, Dreamlight Valley, okay, got it. I had to recognize how much of a crutch energy drinks have been in my past, and had the awakening was that a 2 bad months snapped me out of it. Realized how much I was only able to do when I drank an energy drink, how much it was impacting my disabilities after the fact. Dang. Thank you for sharing that, Turatark. Yeah, I mean, it is a, like I don't like to put it in this category, but like, it is a substance, right? Like we talked about this, I want to say like a month and a half ago in a Wellness Minute, is like, know your relationship with your substances. Alcohol is a substance. Caffeine's a substance. CBD and THC are substances. Anything that is like you could say like anything's a substance, right? But like substances being things that you ingest them in some form and they're like impacting your state of mind or your overall well-being. I drink coffee to make my brain work, and that's okay, right? Like me saying like know your substances isn't saying like stop taking substances. It is saying like know your relationship with those things, right? Caffeine is something that alters how your brain works while it's in your system. Definably a substance, and that it is easy to abuse. Yeah, and like if you tobacco is another one. If you talk to I had this woman that I used to work with who like she was very intense, right? Like very, very, very intense person, very intense personality, but she would like talk about coffee, like, and I will say that her identities made this okay. And like, she would share this, but like, she would say like, got a crack house on the corner, right? Every corner of the university campus, you got, you got crack houses. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, this coffee. And she's like making coffee. And she's like, this is the stuff that they're like, you know, packing down students' throats every day. From the moment you turn 18, people tell you like, this is what you need to function, or you can use this to function. People get addicted to it. The crack thing is taking it a little far, but you're right. You're not wrong. I'm a chemist, so technically everything is a substance. There we go. Watched a person I know try to stop drinking Monsters. He was doing so well, went back to it a few months later. I mean, it's habit, right? Like sometimes it is not the feeling that caffeine gives you. It is the habits that you have formed through taking that in every single day. And like it just like smoking, right? Like you can flip right back onto it. Oh, I got to go back to work. Speaking of doing things you're supposed to be doing, everyone, thank you so stinking much for joining me for a little deload lift today. I'm gonna take you over to see Malik. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Do we have any teammates that are live right now? I feel like I've been really bad about bringing the love to our Cosmic Hearts folks. If Jay is still live. Nah, he's all done. Nah, he's all done. Let's go see Celtsy. It's been a minute. Oh, Hannah's live? See, she's always up at the top of my list. Usually she finishes up like an hour from now, I think. Because when I'm running late, we're just gonna do it. I'm gonna bring y'all to see Lamadia. Hannah is another wonderful member of the Cosmic Hearts team. I hope that you will consider giving her a little bit of your time and attention. If you would so kindly grab one of these raid messages. First one if you are not a subscriber. The second one if you are a subscriber. It's gonna look a little bit like that. If you would be so kind as to join us on the social medias. We got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got TikTok, all of the affiliate links that I have for products that I use on stream, some of which are admittedly substances. If you would be so kind as to check those out, even just like clicking through is beneficial for me as a creator. No pressure to buy stuff, but if you're ever gonna buy something, you might as well use my code. Get a little discount and give me some money. Gamer Gains, hello. We're just raiding out. Lash, thank you so much for joining. Jay Corsair, Gaston, Gesture Tech. Had some new friends join today. Raiders, if you came in and you're on the raid, I appreciate you so much. Please join the Discord. Calc. Wait, what? Sorry. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Thank y'all so much for being here today. I'm gonna be back. I'm probably not gonna be back tomorrow, but I will be back. Sorry. 9 o'clock tonight. Bend, don't break. I'm doing yoga. You should join me for yoga. Please consider doing that. And that's it. We're gonna go see Hannah. Have a great rest of your day. On purpose, be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye-bye.